Betelgeuse, the red star situated on the shoulder of Orion's champion, has displayed a particular way of behaving which has created extraordinary expectation for seeing a unique display. Some propose that the increment in brilliance could be demonstrative of a star moving toward its cosmic explosion. However, when precisely will this happen? Specialists hypothesize that it very well may be in the near future. Join us as we examine the current status of this star. If you're interested in staying up to date on news from the universe and its environmental elements, subscribe to our channel and be sure to like this video and turn on the notification chime. Despite the fact that you may not be on a first-name basis, almost certainly you have seen the great insect squeeze, a shining ruddy spot that sparkles brilliantly in the heavenly body Orion. Presently, insect juice is very gigantic. Truth be told, assuming that we were to put it at the core of our own planetary system, its surface would expand beyond the orbit of Mars. This gigantic and easily identifiable star continues to interest us. Creepy crawly juice changes before our eyes due to its relative closeness to our world. It is a semi-regular variable star, meaning its brilliance varies, sometimes emphatically, as it moves towards its upcoming final breakdown as a cosmic explosion. Lately, Betelgeuse has become considerably more fascinating due to unexpected changes in its brightness, which we still see as perplexing. Although its behavior in this obscure area has been unusual, its new way of behaving is credited to a peculiarity known as the incredible dimming, which happened between 2019 and 2020. Because of this event, the nearest red very giant star to Earth is shining 2 times as bright as usual, illuminating the sky in the early evening hours in the southern hemisphere. This unusual way of behaving of one of the most brilliant stars overhead gives researchers an uncommon view. As Betelgeuse quickly changes from a bright to a faint condition of brightness in recent times, Betelgeuse has seldom shown an increase in brightness of more than half. However, on May 20, 2023, the Twitter account called BetelBots, dedicated to tracking Betelgeuse using data from the American Variable Star Observing Association, reported something weird, a significant 142% brightness increase. Astrophysicist Andrea Dupree of Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astronomy noted that Betelgeuse currently ranks as the 7th most splendid star in the night sky, climbing 3 positions from its usual rank of 10th. If you are in the southern hemisphere, you can easily see Betelgeuse shining at nightfall. You just need to look for it on the shoulder of the constellation Orion. Even in the northern hemisphere, Betelgeuse can be seen as the days get shorter. An innovation scientist from Swinburne, Australia, points out that one of the most interesting things about Betelgeuse is that it allows us to observe the last stages of a giant star's life exhaustively, something that has not previously been feasible to study in such detail. By observing the way of behaving of Betelgeuse, we can gain significant information about what happens to red giants before they become supernovae. It is estimated that Betelgeuse would be able to become incredibly bright for a week, even during the day, and could create shaded areas in the darkness of nights. This peculiarity has caught the attention of amateur astronomers and experts alike. At some point, Betelgeuse will explode and end its life in a dazzling cosmic explosion. Considering that we are 650 light-years away, we will have the chance to observe this amazing cosmic blast in the best possible way. Heidi Morris, a scientist at Los Alamos National Laboratory and leader of the Cosmology Club, says that people are truly captivated by Betelgeuse and have been watching these brightness changes for a long time. Stargazers have long known that Betelgeuse experiences times of intensity and then fades again. Even ancient Australian native and Greek cultures saw this theme thousands of years ago. Typically, Betelgeuse's brightness cycle lasts around 400 days, but this time its brightness is changing much faster, about every 6 months, as observed by Andrea Dupree, who has studied the star. This surprising way of behaving began in 2019. Later, Betelgeuse expelled a portion of its outer air with force. These brightness changes are not typical for Betelgeuse. However, does that mean that this star is on its way to exploding into a cosmic explosion? According to a paper written by Dupree and other scientists from Harvard and the University of California at Berkeley, it is estimated that it will be 5 to 10 years before Betelgeuse returns to its normal cycle. The author states that Betelgeuse has not been the same since experiencing the incredible dimming. Since then, it has exhibited different behaviors in terms of glow and spiral speed. Betelgeuse still has far to go before it becomes a cosmic explosion. As a red giant star, it goes through a series of fusion processes, including unique elements like helium, carbon, oxygen, silicon, and iron. When a star becomes a red giant, the extreme pressure in its core allows helium to fuse into carbon. The star then continues to fuse carbon and helium to form oxygen, and the cycle continues, producing heavier elements such as iron and silicon. The evolution of these fusion reactions will eventually lead to Betelgeuse collapsing under its own weight due to gravity. The end result could be the formation of a black hole or a neutron star. Based on analysis of the chemicals present in Betelgeuse's atmosphere, the star is currently in the early stage of this fusion cycle, specifically fusing helium into carbon in its core. Betelgeuse is a massive red supergiant that has led a rapid and intense life. It is currently in the final stages of its accelerated evolution. Eventually, when it exhausts its fuel, the core will collapse under its massive mass, leading to an explosion that could overshadow entire galaxies. This cosmic explosion is inevitable, but like all others, we wonder when it will occur. There is much speculation about when Betelgeuse will finally explode into a cosmic explosion. However, experts have doubts. University of Portsmouth astronomy professor Peter Cultivator, who specializes in the study of supernovae, has written a book on the subject and points out that we currently have no way of predicting when stars will explode. So, we have no exact clue as to when Betelgeuse will go cosmic explosion. It is understandable that this uncertainty is so high since throughout human history, we have not observed such a large number of supernovae to study. Despite the predictions of astronomers, given this lack of certainty, we cannot say whether anyone in our lifetime will have the opportunity to witness the grand explosion of Betelgeuse. Known scientifically as Alpha Orionis, it stands out in the constellation Orion as one of the most prominent stars visible to the unaided eye from Earth. Its name is derived from the Arabic phrase Ibt al-Jaza, which means the hand of Orion. This massive star has fascinated astronomers and skygazers alike for centuries, not only due to its brightness and visibility, but also because of its intriguing way of behaving and potential for a grand cosmic event. Found approximately 650 light-years away from Earth, Betelgeuse is classified as a red supergiant, a stage in the life cycle of massive stars that precedes a dramatic end. Red supergiants are among the largest and brightest stars known, with Betelgeuse being no exception. Its immense size exceeds even some of the largest stars in our universe. If placed at the center of our solar system, Betelgeuse's outer edge would extend far beyond the orbit of Mars. It is staggering to contemplate. The journey of Betelgeuse to its current status began thousands of years ago when it formed from vast clouds of gas and dust in the Orion molecular cloud complex. Born from these dusty materials, the star began its life as a hot, bright, and relatively stable entity, fusing hydrogen into helium in its core through nuclear fusion. This process releases massive amounts of energy, which balances the gravitational collapse of stars, maintaining their stability. However, as stars age and consume their hydrogen fuel, their cores contract and heat up, initiating a series of nuclear fusion reactions that produce heavier elements. This evolutionary stage transforms the star into a red giant, characterized by its expanded size and cooler surface temperature. Having depleted its hydrogen fuel, Betelgeuse has now entered the later stages of stellar evolution, marked by increasingly unstable nuclear processes and active changes in its brightness. One of the defining characteristics of Betelgeuse is its variability in brightness, making it a semi-regular variable star. This variability is caused by pulsations and eruptions on its surface, which result in changes in the amount of light emitted. Astronomers have observed these changes for centuries, with records dating back to ancient civilizations like the Babylonians and Chinese, who documented the star's brightness variations in early astronomical texts. In recent decades, advances in telescopic technology and astronomical observations have provided unprecedented insights into Betelgeuse's behavior. Astronomers have identified periodic dimming events, such as the extreme dimming observed between 2019 and 2020, during which Betelgeuse's brightness significantly dropped, sparking widespread speculation about an impending cosmic explosion event. The exact cause of these dimming events remains a subject of scientific debate. Some theories suggest that they may be linked to the star's internal processes, including the formation and ejection of dust clouds or changes in its surface temperature. Others propose external factors, such as interstellar dust clouds passing in front of the star or interactions with a binary companion star, as potential triggers for these fluctuations. Despite its erratic behavior, Betelgeuse continues to fascinate astronomers with its potential to undergo a catastrophic cosmic explosion. A cosmic explosion occurs when a massive star exhausts its nuclear fuel and undergoes gravitational collapse,